go, bro. You fault? You have some questions you want me to ask?
Nah, bro, this is ain't nothing staged.
How you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling blessed. Be back in the hood. Feel great.
Back in the hood. Which essentially, I think that's one of the questions I was thinking of as I listened to the EP about how the EP is mainly about your journey from LA back to here, then sharing that experience as well as the reflection of your childhood while you was out there in LA. Can you talk a little bit about what that experience is?
Shit, I mean, I first started doing music, doing it professionally in LA, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of adopted me in a sense, you know what I'm saying? They showed me mad love, and it's kind of different doing that. Hold on, bro. I don't even know if I answered the question, bro. You fucked me up with that one. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Oh man.
Oh man, I don't even. Shoot, bro. Answer the question one
Let
more
me
time.
ask it again.
We keeping all this in there.
The EP talks basically about um, your journey to LA and back here.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what that journey was like?
Oh, um, growing up and trying to do music in Indiana, especially like in high school stuff, they viewed you kind of as an outcast for doing music, especially like in high school. Now it's cool if you know what I'm saying, look like you got motion, etc., etc. But in high school, it's different. And but in LA, it's totally different to where they show love there. If you hard, they show you love. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it was kind of different for me because, growing up in India, I kind of shunned it at first. Like, oh yeah, Josh, you can rap, you can do your stuff, but it's kind of like, shit, go get that damn job, my boy. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of like a mindset, like, all right. And what's crazy is I really put this CP out because I was trying to recertify, like, no, I'm gonna do it in the hood, back in my city. You know what I'm saying? So just trying to bring that pride to it. So, cause it's a couple songs on there that where I really be like, I say a lot of weed, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Cause crazy is I ain't lied on the song yet. I just sold a lot of information. I ain't lied on it yet. So, yeah, I just want to take pride in that.
There's a bar that I had written down. It was in the second track. You had a beat switch. And you said 3 feet from my mama room. I'm hanging by a thread. If it wasn't for my granny prayers, I'd probably be dead. If it wasn't for robbing them, I'd probably be robbing them. Sad to say, it started in my DNA.
That's tough. That's hard. That's hard.
No, that is hard. I think a lot of people may think of their experiences or the decisions that they make to be threaded in their DNA. But you said your granny's prayers essentially changed what you thought was threaded in your DNA. Can you expound on that idea a little bit?
Well, basically, it's like a natural idea to be like, oh, I'm trying to figure out how to put it to where you'll keep all this in there. Man, I don't know. It's just, the saying like, yo, my granny praying for me, da-da-da. And mainly, I guess, in my instance, it would be my mama, but essentially, like, my granny too. But, oh, bro, that's the question. Hold on, you ain't got to ask it again. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm trying to. The thing is with my lyrics, I don't really think about them, bro. I literally just. I'm not the type to write my lyrics first and pick the beat. I literally just. I go. I find a beat and it just brings it out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally, there's no conscious thought into like, you know what I'm saying? I may tweak some stuff here and there, but like some acts like when I'm writing, it's literally just pure feeling.
So would you say it's kind of like an artist painting on the canvas?
Yeah.
How they just paint what they feel?
Yeah. To where I don't know what I'm gonna say. If the beat pulls it out, the beat's gonna, you feel me? Dang, bro, you asked some good ass questions, bro. He said, it's my job, real nigga.
Oh, for sure. Also, just the aspect of community and who you surround yourself with. You also said after that, if it wasn't for robbing them, I'd probably be robbing them, which is a bar.
Shout out to Rob. But that clearly means back in 2018, I wasn't. This is when I dropped out of school, and I was back at the crib. I had literally left North Carolina. I was did a job for less than a month in Louisiana, and I was at odds. I went back to the crib, Indiana. Everybody know, hey, you need a job, go hop in the warehouse. And I was out there working in Plainfield. I'm like, bro, I don't know what the fuck to do. And I thought about moving to Ohio, but Rob, HDR, shout out to them boys. They convinced me to move to LA, and I was fighting it at first. I was fighting it, but eventually it was like, hey, they, you know. But I know for a fact if it was not for them to give me the idea to move, I wouldn't have left. You feel me? And a lot of people know what you can get into out here, but you know what I'm saying. So essentially, I always shout them out for changing my perspective on life. You feel me?
So, what was the experience like in LA once you finally decided to make that move? Okay, I'm gonna leave the hood. I'm gonna go to LA to try to walk in this life that I know that I was gonna say chase my dream, but not really chase your dream. Try to walk in the life that you felt was for you.
It was. I can't count. We were just talking about it the other day. Me and John. We was. It was a culture shock. You feel me? It was kind of like a lot of people dream of going like Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? But for me personally, I never dreamed of that. Like I was the type to where my mom raised us to where if it's around you, it's around you. You know what I'm saying? To where like I don't want for more because I love what I got right now. You know what I'm saying? But to go out there to Cali and experience Cali, I'm talking about some. They was not lying when they said choppers every night. There's so many people. It get to, you feel me? And I'm a well-traveled man around here, you know. But I'm like, this shit different. But I feel like the biggest difference to where I viewed LA to where it was the fact of like everybody's trying to make it out there. So if you hard and they really like you, they gonna show you love. And like I said, coming out from here to going over there, I'm like, this shit is crazy. And it almost became my demise too. Because I had people telling me at my jobs, because I had like 10, 11, 12, 13 jobs out in LA. Yeah, yeah, bro. We was quitting on the whim. I remember one time I worked at Home Depot for a day. And I was in the garden section. Bro was talking to me in Spanish. And I know some Spanish, but he was asking me a question. I was like, it's my first day here. I ain't got time for this. I walked right out. But
Just walk right out.
oh yeah, I walked right back out. I said, yeah. I said, I'm Ubering. I ain't got time for this, bro. I'm cool. I said, I'm cool. I don't know what you're saying, bro. Walked right out. I did training. Walked right out. I worked at a gas station for like a week. The manager showed up 3 hours late. I said, hey, bro. He came in talking about the stock. He was like, why is this not full? I said, nigga, it was full. It was full 3 hours ago when you supposed to clock in. He was like, you need to calm down, Joshua. I said, nigga, walked right out. And it was funny because I literally live. This is the crib. This is where I worked at the gas station. I literally walked to them. I'm like, nigga, fuck him. Forget him. I walked in there about 3 hours later, though, got my snacks and then walked up.
What prompted the decision to come back home?
Uh, it wasn't my decision, man. That's God timing because we were in a space to where everybody in our crib was moving out one by one. You know what I'm saying? Life was taking us different places, and I remember there was three of us left. Me, my nigga Colt, my nigga Carter. We was out there, and we were like, yo, this is it, bro. I'm not finna pay 2,200 in rent by myself, and I'm glad that I was able to come to the crib. You feel me? Got to see my granny before she passed. Got to lock back in with the family and truly, truly not take them for granted like I did when I first left. But it was out of my hands, man. I'm glad God did it, cause if not, I was gonna be in the minds to myself, man.
And now that you're back, you're touching back on the EP. A lot of your attack on there was rooted in hunger and a deep emotion of having something to prove. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, yeah. I've noticed about myself to where a lot of people, you see me on the net or see me in person, like, oh, he's a goofy person. Nah, 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 nah. A lot of that goofy really covers up a lot of my crash out tendencies. That's why I named this EP Crash. I got another song called Crash, to where on the inside, I'm a very angry man. I'm emotionally inept and able how to regulate it. But yeah, I'm a very angry person. But also, usually with my songs and stuff, it's a lot chiller, a lot more mellow. But with this EP, I wanted to embrace the Midwest because Indiana really doesn't have like a regional sound. The closest I would say to us is like Chicago. A lot of us do like the little drill Chicago shit, you feel me, that they do. So it's kind of like I wanted to try to mix rapping that hard, like yo, like stop playing with me. I'm from Ville, and I wanted to mix me in there, have a healthy balance of like I'm talking that rough stuff, but it's like also like
Just a butterfly.
almost took off, boy. Almost took off, boy. But yeah, I tried to mix it, give it a healthy both world of me and our surrounding factors.
So moving forward past the EP, what can people expect from?
Um, a lot of rawness, a lot of authenticity. That's why I killed the name Boog. I go by Josh now, J0SHH. It's I tried to build a house that wasn't authentic, it wasn't gonna be consistent. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't gonna be stable. And but with Josh, how I roll now, it's kind of like I can do this for life. The type of content I'm doing, we out here in the park, in the middle of the hood, we checking our surroundings, making sure, you know what I'm saying? It's me, and that's. I know it sounds cliche, but that's what a lot of people are gonna get. They're gonna get a lot of me. Pause. Pause.
Final question: when people listen to this EP, what is it that you want them to experience?
I want them, man. I want them to experience me and how I represent the city. You know what I'm saying, or how I try to represent the city. I want them to hear lyrics and see themselves in it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times, I believe that music is rooted in two things: relatability or fantasization. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to be able to relate to it. I talk about Lafayette. I talk about Lafayette Mall. I talk about the streets we grew on, Lynn, Tribe, Elder. You know what I'm saying? And I just want that to resonate with people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to see an image, see a gimmick. That's why I changed the scheme of my Instagram. Made no fashion shoots. We got Polaroids because you can't recreate that. You know what I'm saying? It's stamping time. And I just want people to be like, oh yeah, okay. Because honestly, for a second, I was calling myself the hood Adam Sandler. You feel me? I got on Crocs right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I drive a, I can't gonna say, but you know, you see it, you know it. You know what I'm saying? I want that relatability. Be like, I know him. That's Josh. That's Josh from the Ville. That's Josh from 10th Street. That nigga talk about it in every song. You know what I'm saying? I got 10th Street Bastard in the bio. It's no gimmicks. No gimmicks. Music has turned gimmicky. Looking at the camera, Tyrus. This is the last question. Music is gimmicky nowadays. Ain't no gimmicks in this shit. This real music. I missed the camera. Hold on.
Oh man.